Hey guys, what is up, and now welcome you to a very new episode of League of Myths. Don't forget to stay tuned till the very end of this video for another sweet Phoenix giveaway. But without any further ado, let us jump into the first myth. This myth submitted by Alejandro. What happens if Cassiopeia ults a Lux or Draven or Darius while they're still in mid ulti? So as I'm sure you guys can probably guess, this one was quite difficult to do because you have to have the timing almost perfect. But in the first example, as the Draven goes in, you can see that I ulted him just in time. I can't seem to get him at the very top as he will jump down no matter what and finish the ultimate. But regardless, he will get stunned once he lands down. In the next example with Darius, it's a bit more appealing as he looks like a very nice statue up in the air, but as he's in the air looking like he's still jumping down on me, the damage has already hit me. And of course, the last champion we wanted to test for this specific myth was Lux. And she acts very similar to the way Darius and Draven did as well. In this example, I ulted her slightly after the laser actually hit me. However, we tried her once more, and this time I got her a bit earlier, and as she is stunned and frozen by my ultimate, she still gets the ulti off. So no matter when you hit them, they will get the ultimate off. But hitting them early can definitely make for a much more appealing statue. The second myth that I did choose for this week's episode was submitted by my friend Boomshaka, and this is a very interesting one. Can Draven catch an enemy Draven's axe without having a point in Q? So we all know and love how two Dravens in the same game, of course being on different teams, can definitely catch each other's axes. But what if I didn't even put a point in my Q at level 1 and instead put it in my W? It looks like I can still catch the axes from the enemy Draven, which is really interesting since this pretty much lets me have two skills at level 1. This can definitely make for some pretty interesting outplays in a normal game if you ever do a Draven versus Draven mirror match. But for fun, we also want to test what happens if you have two Dravens that use two different skins and I catch the axe of the other Draven. Does my axe spinning on my arm switch to my skin's axe, or will it still stay spinning as the enemy Draven's skin? And as I'm sure you guys can tell from the video by looking at it right now, the skins will not affect the axes if you switch axes with two Draven players. And going to the next myth that is submitted by Milan. Can Anivia block Nocturne, Vi, or Malphite ultimate with her wall? Champions with dash or jump abilities definitely have the ability to jump over the wall. However, if you place the wall in the champion's path as their mid jump or mid dash, the wall does count as an interrupt for the split second that it is going up, meaning that it will stop a lot of the dashes and jumps like you saw with Kha'Zix and now Vi. So with this in mind, can the same thing apply to those ultimates I listed earlier? Using Vi as the first example, as she ultis me, I put the wall right in front of her path and it says cannot be disabled right on top of her with the text, clearly stating the wall will not affect her. However, certain situations gave different results. The end result is more or less the same. However, if I put the wall closer to myself as the Vi is ulting me beside me, the wall tends to push her away, meaning that once she does land after her ultimate, she will be on the other side of the wall, giving Anivia a pretty decent way to escape. The second champion that we are using to test this myth is Nocturne's ultimate. And the same thing applies. Just as he pops his ultimate and dashes for me, I use my wall, looks like just in time for something that looks like it would interrupt him. But Nocturne gives no F's about the wall and goes right through it straight to the Anivia. And the final scenario for this myth is with Malphite's ultimate, and the exact same thing. Just like Nocturne, the Malphite does not care whatsoever about the wall, goes right through it and straight onto Anivia. And the next myth of this episode that I actually submitted myself because I really wanted to try this out. If Fiora ultis a Zed and he swaps shadows very far away, does it cancel her ultimate? As someone who plays a lot of Zed, I find it very annoying and frustrating whenever I have to lane against a Fiora. Because in lane, there's simply no juking her ultimate. She will constantly follow me wherever I go, so I'm always curious, how far can I really go to make her stop? So that right there was a very common Zed juke, and Fiora simply just follows me everywhere I go, dealing the damage. So I decided to test this on Summoner's Rift and make the distance as far as I can. I did a similar type of myth in an earlier episode, but not with Fiora. As I used my ult on the Caitlyn in the top lane, I teleport bottom, the Fiora ults me, and I simply press R, go back to the top lane, and what do you know, Fiora finally does not follow. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of League of Myths. Don't forget to submit your own myth in the comment section underneath this video on my Facebook fan page Redmercy LOL, or you can tweet at Redmercy LOL as well. Now let us jump into the giveaway. This week's giveaway is going to be the biggest one yet, as I'm giving away all 3 products of Phoenix. This means that this prize will include their keyboard, the Autore, their mouse, the Phoenix Nasita, and also their mousepad, the Phoenix Demora. To be able to win all 3 of these amazing products, all you have to do is make sure you like myself and Phoenix on Facebook, and simply write a comment on a post that I make on my Facebook fan page as to why you think you deserve to win. And that is literally all you have to do for a chance to win. All of the links that you need will be under this video, so definitely check that out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck to everyone participating, and I'll see you next time. Peace.